Welcome to the ABC Seamless instructional DVD on canvassing. I'm your host, Tony Hoty. Please be sure to follow along by watching each segment of the DVD in the proper sequence as it has been designed to eliminate any confusion. Now, the first topic we're going to be discussing is why canvassing. Now, there are a number of great reasons why you should be incorporating canvassing on some level into your business plan, and we're going to discuss each one of those thoroughly. The first topic of conversation is going to be controlling your lead cost. Now, canvassing is wonderful from the standpoint that you can develop a program that is designed to fit your organization. If you have a small business with simply one or two salespeople, you can hire just a few canvassers to support their needs. By the same token, if you have a larger business with a dozen or so salespeople, you can develop a program that is designed to meet the leads that are necessary to accommodate your sales staff. In addition, with canvassing, you have a great ability to actually predict and repeat the results, which give you extreme advantage when it comes to keeping your lead costs in line. Another great feature to canvassing is the ability to highly target the neighborhoods or areas and where you're generating leads. When it comes to canvassing, you are actually able to pick the value of the homes, the age of the homes, perhaps the builder of the homes, and you can create or narrow the scope very tightly so that you're only generating leads from that ideal customer. You can even do so more effectively than with direct mail because you're able to skip over homes where there are no need for your product or service. So canvassing, again, gives you a tremendous ability to hone in on that ideal customer and target with precision accuracy. Another excellent advantage associated with canvassing is the ability to control the flow of the leads. You can literally turn it on or off like a leaky faucet. You simply schedule the right amount of canvassers that you need in order to generate the right type of leads at the right time for your sales force. So by simply putting more canvassers on the street or fewer canvassers on the street based on your company's needs, you're able to control the flow of the leads. And you can do canvassing year-round with very little exception, which is much different than other sources. For example, trade shows and events only take place at certain times throughout the course of the year, and we're kind of at the mercy of those trade shows and events. And with canvassing, you can go out in a very predictable and repeatable fashion and generate leads according to your business's needs. Again, you can control it just like a faucet, bringing in leads when you need them, and then not scheduling canvassers to work when you have success from other areas. Perhaps you're generating a number of leads from another source. Maybe you have salespeople that have turned over or are on vacation, so you simply don't need the leads at that point in time. You tone it down, you don't schedule the canvassers to be working, or you schedule fewer canvassers based on your business's needs. Controlling your sales schedule. This is another powerful tool associated with canvassing. You can target certain neighborhoods, for example, where there is an older population that owns the homes. So you can generate day leads to help fill the void in your schedule. You can also incentivize canvassers to fill that hole in your schedule. If you need 6 o'clock appointments for tomorrow night, then you simply offer a bonus and have those canvassers aggressively seeking out appointments for that time slot, and you will fill that slot accordingly. So really a tremendous ability to fill those voids in your sales schedule when it comes to aggressively seeking out the leads with canvassing. Also, you're controlling your sales travel time. Not only are you controlling the neighborhoods and how far they are from your office, but also the amount of travel time between your first, second, or third appointment. For example, if you're canvassing in one particular neighborhood and you generate a great number of leads in that neighborhood, it is very likely that the next lead for your salesperson is going to be also in that neighborhood or that zip code. And so by methodically working your way around your installations and staying focused in one particular area for a period of time, you can really eliminate a lot of sales travel time or windshield time from your salespeople. You can cut down on their fuel costs and their travel costs, and they will be very appreciative of that, of course. Also, you avoid competition when it comes to canvassing. because you're out there generating that lead and creating that interest, stimulating that interest, you are actually the first one in the door, and more than often you'll be the last one in the door. Canvassing is great at taking someone and putting them in the market before they anticipated shopping, and then taking them out of the market by closing the business before they've ever had a chance to shop around. So eliminating that competition and running a lead with very little competitors visiting the homeowner is a tremendous benefit as well. With canvassing, you can truly qualify better than any lead source available to you. Canvassing is the only lead source that actually makes your salesperson's visit to the home the second visit from your company. The first visit being that from the canvasser. So they can take notes on the house, the condition, the needs of the homeowner. They can even take pictures in some cases so that you know what the home looks like, and you can have those on file going forward. Also, you can leave pre-positioning materials behind. You can leave information about your company. You can leave brochures. You can leave licensing, bonding, a copy of your Better Business Bureau report. All these things can be left behind in advance to help tee up your sales staff and give them the opportunity to have success. Canvassing is a tremendous human resource. There are actually a number of great canvassers that have become salespeople that initially started out with your organization at an entry-level position knocking on doors and grew up through the organization and took a position in sales. The same is true with respect to the installation department. You can also use canvassers to work at trade shows, events, as retail store promoters if you have any displays at those locations. So there really are a tremendous amount of opportunity associated with having great human resources within your organization. Part-time labor. When it comes to canvassing, you're using part-timers, so you're not having to pay any medical or other fees or expenses associated with full-time employees. You don't have to worry about retirement plans, etc. When you're using part-time labor, again, you can turn it on and off like a faucet. It's great. You can keep your costs down accordingly. Lastly, build your database. In this day and age, he with the most cell phones wins. People are turning off their home phones at an alarming rate. Therefore, getting in touch with them is getting more and more challenging. When you're out there canvassing in the field and you're acquiring that information from the homeowners and getting those alternate phone numbers, the correct updated phone numbers, you're building a database of people who you have the name, the address, the phone number, and all of that is going to go into your database, whether you convert that lead initially, immediately, or whether you convert that lead far down the road. You actually are building a tremendous database, and you can stay in touch with them, as we like to say, by land, by air, and by sea, which means you're going to call them, you're going to email them, you're going to direct mail them, and stay in front of those customers and potential customers so that we convert the business. So I'm sure you can see there are a number of tremendous benefits associated with canvassing, and we appreciate you taking a look.